The snake infestation became a disaster, and humanity could only try every possible means to eradicate them. The story goes back a few days ago. A venomous snake was run over by a truck while crossing the street. Strangely, the dead snake came back to life, and it turned out that there were many more of these snakes. The humans threw the snakes into a pit and tried to burn them alive, but they couldn't be killed. The snakes began to attack humans. However, the pharmaceutical company behind this was even more terrifying. In an effort to study the immortality gene, they conducted live experiments. But unexpectedly, their subjects evolved into two massive snakes. The mother snake had been injected with the immortality gene, which meant that the offspring couldn't be killed. But the mother snake suddenly lost control. Bob ordered the destruction of the experiment. After he pressed the button, the mother snake was surrounded by flames. The intense heat didn't kill it. Instead, it enraged the snake. The mother snake broke free from its restraints and began to take revenge on humanity. Bob had no choice but to abandon the lab and escape by helicopter. Just when he thought he was safe, the mother snake destroyed a helicopter. Eventually, everyone in the area perished. Meanwhile, not far from there, a cruise ship was hosting a party full of unsuspecting tourists. They had no idea that danger was about to strike. Soon, venomous snakes appeared all over the ship, attacking the passengers. Chaos broke out, and many people died in an instant. The snakes also started to infiltrate the ship's cabins. Jack and Lisa began to flee as well. Jack warned a man to run, but the man was quickly devoured by the snakes. They made their way to the restaurant, trying to warn more people. Soon, countless venomous snakes dropped into the restaurant. The biggest threat came from a giant snake over 100 meters long. In order to survive, Jack found a fire axe. The cabins were filled with venomous snakes, but Jack used the axe to save many tourists. At that moment, the giant snake caught up with them and bit a young woman. A selfish, wealthy man hid alone in the VIP room. Everyone else was trapped outside, but the wealthy man didn't know that the VIP room was filled with venomous snakes. He tried to escape, but the door was locked from the inside, and his selfishness cost him his life. By now, the giant snake was slowly approaching Jack and his group. The snake opened its massive mouth and attacked. At the critical moment, Jack led everyone through an emergency escape route. They descended the stairs to the control room, where Jack discovered that the giant snake didn't hunt by sight, but by its highly sensitive hearing. The noise in the control room was loud and disorienting, impairing the snake's judgment. They needed to make no sound at all. Using the snake's weakness, Jack successfully trapped it in the freezer. Just when they were about to board the lifeboat, a giant sea serpent appeared in the water. Jack distracted the giant serpent, while the others boarded the lifeboat. Jack poured gasoline all over the cruise ship and then detonated it, blowing up the entire ship. As everyone mourned, Jack suddenly climbed onto the lifeboat. It turned out that just before the ship exploded, he had already escaped. They had finally escaped the crisis and would go on to live happily ever after.